we are so excited to be here with one of our favorite guests. Please welcome Dr. Glenn to teach us a thing or two about parasites. Great to see you.
Hello, everybody out there. I hope everyone is doing well. Good morning from the wet lab here at the Corpus Christi Museum of Science and History. Again, I hope everyone is well in the pandemic, staying healthy. My family is doing well, thank goodness, and I hope yours is too. As Clarissa said, it's hard to believe another year has gone by, and it is Parasite Week. This is an event that's put on by the American Society of Parasitologists every year, where parasitologists teach the public about parasites and their important as far as disease and agriculture, veterinary applications. So I've got a special treat for everybody this morning. I've pulled out a bunch of interesting parasites. Before we get into that, I just want to remind everybody, well, what is a parasite? And a parasite, if you remember from last year, a parasite we define, or parasitism, we define as an intimate, heterospecific association, either temporary or permanent, where one partner, the parasite, is metabolically dependent on another partner. And unfortunately, that's the host. I remember, Clarissa, last year I asked you, is an unborn fetus a parasite?
Yes.
And well, you had answered, well, a lot of folks might think their kids are parasitic. That's why I study parasites, because my parents always called me one growing up. But, you know, an unborn baby is the same species as you, we hope. And obviously that doesn't fit the definition, because they're not heterospecific, they're homospecific. So that can't, so an unborn fetus is not a parasite. And then one individual, the parasite is metabolically dependent on another individual. And as everybody has been struggling this year, the pandemic, I brought my virus representative. This is Ebola. There he is. Hello. And Ebola being the virus, and of course, the virus is intimately connected with us. This one is not coronavirus, but corona is obviously a respiratory parasite. It's not the same species as a human, and it's certainly metabolically dependent upon us. So viruses, bacteria, they are parasites. And this one, I really hope we get over soon. So get the vaccine. I want to say, if it becomes available, please get it, you and your family. So with that definition in mind, as Clarissa has mentioned earlier, I'm here at the museum, and I look at a whole bunch of things for parasites. Everything's got parasites in them. I kind of get my finger in everybody's pie. I pulled out a few representatives here of deep sea fish, which is really my love. Critters, but everything's got parasites in them. Invertebrates, vertebrates, fish, reptiles, herps, birds. These deep sea fish are really cool too, Clarissa. I pulled one here. I'll show you. Get ready, everybody.
Ew!
Fella, look at him. This is a holosaur, a deep sea holosaur. And these guys were collected from about 800 meters depth. That's about half a mile down in the Gulf of Mexico, really deep water. And they have parasites in them. It's amazing. I work with worm parasites, and they find their way all the way down into the deep sea to work with these guys. And they're long and eel-like because that's an inexpensive way to swim. There's not a lot of food down there, Clarissa. So they're not like tuna. Tunas are Porsches or Lamborghinis. They don't have the energy to blow through the water like that. And coral reef fish, where they can stop and start and have a lot of movement. But these guys swim like a snake, and it's just the cheapest way to swim in the water for deep sea. A lot of them are. This is all. That's what I'm doing today after the interview. I'll be going through these and looking for critters. Everything's like a treasure box. It's got some jewels in it. Our first contestant is the most common intestinal parasite in North America. This parasite knows how to give and give and give. Here he is. This is Giardia. But wait a minute, you can't see that. It looks like a bunch of Smith. Well, because it's a microscopic organism and you can't see it. So if you can't see it, you don't need to see the eye doctor. I can't see it either, but these guys are small. And that's why I brought along for the kitties. This is Giardia.
Okay.
So he doesn't have two big googly eyes, but it's pretty good. But this is our first parasite and what it really looks like. And you notice it's got these flagella that trail off it. And I learned it in the diplomonids. But these guys, their natural host are beavers and things like this. They get into a lot of mammals. But when you go camping, well, you better filter that water out of the stream. Don't drink the river water. Probably has cysts of these guys in it. And once you drink those cysts, they come out of the cysts and attach to the inside of your lower intestine and reproduce by the billions.
Oh,
and
goodness.
end up getting very bad diarrhea.
Oh,
So
okay.
they're nasty. Again, just filter the water or boil the water. This is the most common intestinal parasite in North America.
Well, Dr. Glenn, you always have such interesting things to show us, and parasites are one of those topics that I think a lot of us might not dive into if we didn't have you right here accessible to us on Coastal Living. So we look forward to visiting with you again. Thank you so much for everything you've taught us, and can't wait to see you in studio.
Clarissa, I look forward to seeing you all at the studio again. Stay healthy, and thanks for having me on. And everybody be healthy and take care. See you next time.